I'm really feeling called to address the foundational energetics, the foundational energetics when it comes to starting a new organization and the frequency levels present at that genesis point, at that genesis block, the energetics of your genesis block. This is what I feel like I have been called to direct my attention toward. It's interesting that I'm feeling compelled right now to share this because I feel that it's very crucial right now as new organizations are sprouting up. It's like so quick, so fast, with so much excitement, and there is a lot of other emotions and energetics in the mix when it comes to building on Web3, when it comes to redesigning the whole infrastructure of what our civilization is built on, and literally be the architects and build the new earth together. Now, there are different timelines that are taking space within this space as well. And what I am being called to, and I feel that I came here to, at this time right now, to provide as a service and as a gift, as a service to the unfoldment, materialization, ascension into this reality that we are creating together, of the ascended, the evolved human, and evolved earth. And then there's another timeline, and so things can get really like mixed in because we're still like pretty deep in the mud and the muck of old paradigm dynamics, and this old world that we're exiting out of, breaking out of the membrane of the this suit of an embryo of this matrix that we have been plugged into, something like that. And we could definitely just kind of still stay there and be plugged into just another tube or whatever, I don't know. Or we can actually, yes, do this and exit, and it's literally like, oh god, all like matrix stuff, totally real. So applying spiritual principles and deep awareness and of the subtle work with like the subtle energies of coming in, and talking about like the service that I feel like I have been like guided to very precisely to bring right now into the world, is be a gatekeeper to the source code. The source code of the seed of the organization, but specifically the seed of the organization that is holding within it the source code of all of life and creation and organic life, and has it its purpose and mission to preserve organic life and to serve the earth. So there's so much of the muck of the old paradigm and all of that world, that so much of the masses, the collective, and the collective consciousness is plugged into, that's holding really tight is easily brought into the germination and the nourishment, and like the nourishment and germination and the potential growth of that seed, the Genesis block of the organizations of the new earth. So just wanted to put this out there. I'm forgetting how I began this video, but it ended up with me sharing what I'm feeling like I'm here called to do, and I'm starting to remember yes, I had another reason for doing this video, and that was to ask you, where do you find yourself in when envisioning and walking toward the vision that you envision and you imagine about what you're building and what you're creating and how you're contributing and how you're serving the new earth, and just the well-beingness of being alive, of your own life, of being in satisfaction and joy and love. And do you notice when you go into a space of scarcity, of like doubt, of disbelief, self-doubt and scarcity, not kind of feeling like that's possible or doable, or that you can, have it or make it happen or whatever it is, or it's meant for you? Do you catch yourself to do that? Or that having fears around failing, around something going wrong, around bad publicity, or around something shady happening, and or around you restraining your own shadow? Do you ever catch yourself there? If you do catch yourself there and examine, it's important, it's very important to protect the energetic field, the integrity of the energetic field of that original seed intention. Because within the seed, depending on the frequencies that are sneaking around, its own demise is planted. It may succeed, but in it, its eventual demise is planted. So we want to be like the real freaking awesome, cool ancestors to the next 7 generations. And so how we do things and what we do, and being very vigilant around guarding the integrity of the energetic field of the organization, that can very much have civilization scale impact as it grows and it takes on its own momentum. We want it to be of service to organic life and the 7 generations and beyond. For our children, grandchildren, great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren and their children. And for us to be like, yo, we were freaking awesome ancestors, paving the way for the rainbow children, and yes, the evolved human. So this is my message to you: be vigilant and embody of yourself. Like, now is the freaking time. Let's do this. I want to like throw a slang in there, bitch. So, yeah, let's rock this show, babes.